This is the Aramaic and Palestinian Targum, and we are reading Torah portion PEKUDEY, Exodus chapter 40. And the Lord spoke with Moshe, saying, On the day of the first month, that is, the month of Nisan, on the first of the month thou shalt rear up the tabernacle of ordinance. And thou shalt set there the ark of the testimony, and overlay the ark with the mercy seat. And thou shalt bring in the table on the north side, because from thence are given riches, and from thence distil the drops of the latter rain upon the herbs, for the food of all the inhabitants of the world. And thou shalt arrange its orders, 2 rows of bread comprising 6 cakes in a row, answering to the tribes of Jacob. And thou shalt bring in the candelabrum on the south side, because there are the paths of the sun and of the moon, and the pathways of the luminaries, and thence are the treasures of the wisdom, which resembleth the light. And thou shalt kindle the 7 lamps corresponding to the 7 stars, which resemble the just, who shine unto eternity in their righteousness. And thou shalt place the golden altar for sweet incense before the ark of the testimony, because the wise who are diligent in the law have a perfume fragrance as sweet incense. And thou shalt set the veil at the gate of the tabernacle, because the righteous so covereth with their righteousness the people of the house of Israel. And thou shalt place the altar of burnt offering before the door of the tabernacle of ordinance, because the rich who spread the table before their doors and feed the poor shall have their sins forgiven, what time they make the offering upon the altar. And thou shalt place the laver between the tabernacle of ordinance and the altar, and put water therein for the sins of such as convert by repentance, and pour off their perversity like water. And thou shalt place the court round about, because of the merit of the fathers of the world, which encompasseth the people of the house of Israel round about. And thou shalt set the hanging of the gate of the court on account of the merit of the mothers of the world, which spreadeth at the gate of Gehenna, that none may enter there the souls of the children of the people of Israel. And thou shalt take the consecration oil, and anoint the tabernacle, and all that is therein. Thou shalt sanctify it, on account of the crown of the kingdom of the house of Judah, and of the King Messiah, who is to redeem Israel at the end of the days. And thou shalt anoint the altar of burnt offering, and its vessels, and consecrate the altar, that it may be an altar most holy, on account of the crown of the priesthood of Aaron and his sons, and of Elijah, the great priest, who is to be sent at the end of the captivity. And thou shalt anoint the laver and its base, and consecrate it, on account of Jehoshua thy minister, chief of the Sanhedrin of his people, by whose hand the land of Israel is to be partitioned, and of Messiah bar Ephraim, who shall spring from him, by whose hand the house of Israel is to vanquish Gog and his confederates at the end of the days. And thou shalt bring Aaron and his sons to the door of the tabernacle of ordinance, and wash them with water, and clothe Aaron and the holy vestments, and anoint him, and consecrate him, that he may minister before me. And his sons thou shalt bring near, and dress them with tunics, and anoint them, as thou didst anoint their father, that they may minister before me. And the consecration shall be for a perpetual priesthood in their generations. And Moshe did all that the Lord commanded, so he did. And it was in the first month, that is, the month Nisan, in the 2nd year, in the first of the month that he reared up the tabernacle. And Moshe reared the tabernacle, and placed its bases and its boards, and placed its bars and reared its pillars. And he spread the tent over the tabernacle, and placed the covering of the tabernacle upon it above, as the Lord commanded Moshe. And he took the 2 tables of stone, the tables of the covenant, which were given to him in Horeb, and set them up for a sign in the house of instruction. They are the tables of the testimony. And the broken tables he deposited in the ark. And he set the staves in the ark, and placed the mercy seat with the cherubia that was produced for it of beaten work upon the ark above. And he brought the ark into the tabernacle, and set the veil of the covering and shadow there with the ark of the testimony, as the Lord commanded Moshe. And he placed the table in the tabernacle of ordinance, at the side of the tabernacle northward, without the veil, and set in order upon it the rows of bread before the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moshe. Jerusalem. And he set in order upon it the order of the bread of faces before the Lord. And he placed the candelabrum in the tabernacle of ordinance, over against the table, upon the side of the tabernacle southward, and kindled the lamps before the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moshe. And he set the golden altar in the tabernacle of ordinance before the veil, and burnt incense upon it, as the Lord commanded Moshe. And he set the hanging at the gate of the tabernacle, and the altar of burnt offering he placed at the gate of the tabernacle, and offered thereon the burning offering and the oblation, as the Lord commanded Moshe. And he set the layer upon its foundation, between the tabernacle of ordinance and the altar, and put living water therein for purification, that it may not fail, nor become corrupt all the days. And Moshe and Aaron and his sons took from it their ablutions, and sanctified therein their hands and their feet, at the time they entered into the tabernacle of ordinance, and approached unto the altar. They purified themselves, as the Lord commanded Moshe. And he reared up the court round about the tabernacle and the altar, and placed the hanging which was for the gate of the tabernacle, as Moshe completed the work. Then the cloud of glory overspread the tabernacle of ordinance, and the glory of the Shekinah of the Lord filled the tabernacle, and Moshe was not able to enter the tabernacle of ordinance, because the cloud of glory rested upon it, and the glory of the Lord's Shekinah filled the filled the tabernacle. At the time when the cloud of glory ascended from the tabernacle, the sons of Israel went forward in all their journeys. But if the cloud of glory went not up, they did not go forward until the day when it ascended. For the cloud of the glory of the Lord overspread the tabernacle by day, and as a column of fire it gave light in the night, that all the sons of Israel might see in all their journeys. Jerusalem. Because the cloud of the glory of the Lord's Shekinah overspread the tabernacle by day, and a fire shined upon it all the nights, all the sons of Israel seeing in all their journeys. This is the end of the book of Exodus, of the Shefa Shemoth. Next readings, we're going to begin into the book of Leviticus. Blessed be his name.